Hello students, good morning. Good morning all. Good morning. Good morning students. One is made up of steel, another one which is made up of aluminum. That's it. Okay. So nothing is there. See, of equal length they told. Oh, let us, you can take it as L1 and L2, whatever. Okay. But material will be different, steel and aluminum. The cross-sectional area of wire A and B is given. So this is different, this is different. It means area will be different. Okay, just try to understand. Now, if I suspend some mass M, so somewhere here, let me to take here somewhere. You can take here or here, but I am taking here somewhere. Okay, I am suspended some mass here. M. Is it okay? Now, what will happens in this case? Now I have to find out at what distance, okay, at what point along the rod should a mass be suspended in order to produce, okay, a equal stress and equal strain both in steel and aluminum wire. So simple. Let us consider this distance, students. From this wire, this distance is x. This distance is x. So if I suspend any mass m from wire, okay, so let us consider this is a, b, whatever, or 1 2, whatever you can take. Okay, so I am suspending this mass from distance x from this wire a. Let us consider in that way. Now what they told, stress will be equal. Stress on each wire will be equal. Just try to understand. Before going to that, let me to write what is the mass, length of the steel wire. So they already given a length is, okay, equal. So means we can write it as L1 is equal to L2 is equal to L. It means both are having length L. L1 is equal to L, L2 also equal to L, we can say. Why? Because equal length they told in problem itself. And also the given a1 and a2. A1 is how much? 1 millimeter square they told. A2 is nothing but 2 millimeter square. You can convert this or you can cancel. Of course, stress is equal they told. Let me to admit first to all of you. Okay, all came. I think here I am getting only 48 members. Okay. So students, just make it fast. Okay. So in between class means it disturbs me a lot. Okay. Please uh, log in fast. Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. Then remember students, what we have to do here. So they told stress is equal. So remember, just let me to write in this way. Okay, solution for this. When stress is equal, when mass m is suspended from, okay, wire a at a distance. What is that distance? What I have to write? I have to write that distance, okay, x. Then stress will be equal, they told. The stress will be equal. They told what? In problem itself, okay, stress on steel is equal to stress on, okay, aluminum. Both are equal, they told. Okay, if stress will be equal in both wire, what is this distance they asked? That's it. Okay, so let me to write this. okay, here. Why? Because remember, stress formula we already know. What is that formula for stress? Anybody getting? Yes, many of you getting result. Okay, yes, good. Okay, now stress means for first wire, let me to write this force is F1. Okay, area of this one is A1. In the same way, force for this one is, okay, F2. Okay, area will be A2. Simple. So let me to write in the same way. Okay, so now stress is same, means we can write in this way. So for a steel wire, F1 A1 is equal to F2 A2. Is it clear? Is it clear, students? Good, good, Prithvi. Then what will happen in this case? Just rearrange the term. Why? Because we already know the value of each one. F1 by F2, which is equal to, okay, how can I write this? How can I write this? Anyone? A1 by A2. But A1 by A2 is, we already know. What is this? This is the value. So that is nothing but 1 millimeter square divided by 2 millimeter square. That is nothing but, can I write directly 1 by 2? Is it okay? Yes, good. Good. Then remember, students, now I have to take, okay, this distance. Okay, so I want to calculate this distance, okay, x. For that I have to go one more formula. What is that formula? Moment of force. So moment of force about the point of suspension. This is the point, suspension of mass from the rod. We have, so we have one formula. What is that? F1 into, okay, F1 into x is equal to the remaining length we already know. For example, this is x, means the total length is 1.05 meter, means what is the remaining length? Anybody getting? What is the remaining length of this rod? If it is x, this is 1.05 meter. What about this length? Anybody? Yes, good. It means 1.05 minus x, we can say, from here to, okay, point of suspension. In the same way, here we can write F2 into 1.05 minus x. Is it okay? Correct? Now, just rearrange the term if you want. Okay, rearrange the term means F1 by F2, which is equal to, we can say it as 1.05 minus x. X term I took one side and force I took another side. That's it. Nothing is there. Simple steps. But remember, students, F1, which is equal to what? 1 by 2. And also area will be equal to this one. So means these two quantity, which is represents what? 1 by 2. It means straight away I can write F1 by F2 is nothing but 1 by 2. 1.05 minus x divided by what? X. Is it clear? Is it clear? Good. Good. Yes. Someone getting? Yes. Just work on. Okay. Just work it. Okay. You will get an answer for every question. Okay. Just work it. So now x is equal to 2 into, I have to multiply this. After multiplication, you will get, so 1.05 into 2 is nothing but 2.10 minus, this is 2x. Is it clear? So now x take one side. What do we will get? So once it comes this side, means 3x is equal to 2.10. So x means 2.10 divided by 3. So what is the answer for this? Anybody? Good, Deepika. What is that? Whether it is centimeter or meter, you just tell me. Yes, yes, good. What is that? Meter. So if I write in terms of centimeter, so that will be which is near, which is equal to, we can write 70 centimeter. You can write in both if you want. Okay. Is it clear? Any doubt regarding this? Is there any doubt? Each and every step I written. So simple steps. Clear, students? Okay. Still someone waiting here. Okay. Can you do second part of this? Why? Because strain is equal, they told. Same thing what I written. Stress is equal to, okay. Stress is equal to what? F by A. In the same way, strain you have to do. Anyone? Can you do this for a strain? Strain formula, we already know what is that formula. We already know, once we know the Young's modulus value, so as we know, Young's modulus is nothing but stress by strain. Okay, in other words, F into L in A into delta L, what we written. But strain, if I want to calculate, so F into L, A into Y, I have to write. But remember, students, what they told, strain itself is equal, they told. Strain in the wire, steel wire, which is equal to strain in the what? Okay, aluminum. Just tell me now. This represents, in mathematically I can write in this way, delta L in steel is equal to delta L in aluminum. Anyone? Why? Because you already know all value for Young's modulus. Yeah. Shraddha, what happened? Nothing, ma. What I written here, let me to write once again. Okay, here, let me to write here. So this is the basic formula you have already learned in previous class. Nothing is there. So you can't see, means just write down here. F into L, A into delta L. Is it clear? But I want delta L. Why? Because strain I want to calculate F into L, A into Y. So this is formula I want here. Can you write for steel and, okay, aluminum? Now I want X value for this. Anyone? What is that? Same. If I write F into L, okay, F is nothing but here, for this F is F1, for this F is F2 into L. Okay, then length will be same, I told, right? Let me to write in this way, and let me to write one more step. Okay, don't worry, I will write each and every step for your convenience. Okay, otherwise many, okay, question will arise in your mind, right? So why is sir written here directly L? Okay, so that's why, to avoid all this confusion, let me to write. Why? Because L1 which is equal to L2 which is equal to L, in they already told, okay, from problem. Okay, just read the question. L divided by A1 Y1, that is nothing for steel. Okay, F2 into L, A2 Y2. See, equality is there, same term you can cancel. So remaining term is F1 by A1 Y1 is equal to F2 divided by A2 Y2. Is it clear? Now just put your answer. Just tell me your answer. What is your answer? Yes, good, good. Shilpa, good, very good, very good. Yeah, yeah, correct. Yeah, that's right. What is that? So now if I rearrange the term, same thing what I, okay, selected previous steps, same steps I have to use here. Okay, A2 divided by Y2. So here, let me to write A1 by A2 is nothing but 1 by 2. Y1 and Y2, we already know the formula. 2 into, they already given in problem itself. Let me to write the same thing. Okay, but this is given in terms of 10. This is in terms of 11. You can make it as a 10, or you can make it as a 10 to the power 11. That is left to you. Okay, you can do anything. Okay. Now just tell me. So I can write in this way also. Half 2 into 10 raised to, okay, 10 into 10 raised to 1. That will give you 10 raised to 11 divided by 7 into 10 raised to 10. So 10 raised to 10, okay, this 10 raised to 10 get cancels. This is cancels, this is also cancels. What remains here? Okay, 10 into 2, that is nothing but 20 by, okay, what is this? Okay, just write down. You can cancel 2 also, yeah. So directly let me to write 10 by 7. That is our F1 by F2. You will get F1 by F2 is this much. Then what is that? Moment of force when rod is stationary. When rod is stationary, you already know this equal to this part. It means F1 into X, what I written earlier, same thing. Okay, 1.05 minus X, moment of force according to moment of force formula. Just do this and just tell me your X value. Yeah, Deepika, good. Yeah, Shilpa also getting same thing. Yeah, good. 0.43. Many of you written good. I think you understood this problem, right? Isn't it? What is others? What is that? Yeah, 10 raised to 11. How can I write? 10 raised to 10 into 10 raised to 1. Why? Because a raised to m into a raised to n, which is equal to a raised to m plus n. When bases are same, I can add the power. To cancel the things, I split the term. That's it. Okay, nothing is there. Okay, is it clear now? Okay, now remember, so now I want X here. So F1 by F2, which is equal to 1.05 minus X divided by, okay, X. Just, we already know 10 by 7, which is equal to 1.05 minus X by X. Just cross and multiply the things. Okay, 7 into 1.05 minus X. Okay, so what you will get at last, you just tell me. Okay, 10x, which is equal to, I got something 7.35 minus 7x. 7 into x is 7x. Okay, x means 10x minus, once it comes this side means this becomes plus, which is equal to 7.35. This is 17x is equal to 7.35. X means what? 7.35 divided by 17. What you will get? All of you getting same thing, right? Yeah, all of you getting same thing. Is it clear? Yeah, 0.43. Yeah, meter, or we can write it as 43 centimeter. So this is very important question. Remember students, you can expect, okay, in CET or NEET. Okay, they may change the data, that's it. The method will not change. Method will not change. Is it clear? Yes. Students, last one part remains in mechanical properties of solid. So today I am going to finish this chapter. Why? Because this is not that much important for, okay, board exam. What I am, okay, telling now. Okay, so this is nothing but application of elastic behavior of, okay, solid. But remember, this is very important for competitive. Okay, remember. So in your book they mentioned few points only. I will tell you that points. Beyond that points, okay, some more points are there, you must know. So all these things are, okay, happens in our surroundings. Okay, I will give you brief idea about that one, and I will give you some example for that, so you can, okay, conclude yourself afterwards. Okay, so shall I take, is it okay? Okay, students. Okay, now remember, yeah, okay, elastic behavior of solid, or we can say application of behavior of solid. Remember, students, in our daily life we are using, okay, many things will, okay, we can see in our surroundings. Okay, what is that things? So let me to take in this way. So for example, you know, crane, how it works. So for example, this is a crane. Okay, so why we need crane? To lift a heavy load. Is it clear? To lift a heavy load. Okay, so it is not possible from, okay, man. So for that purpose only we are, okay, adapted machines. Is it clear? So it means, see, this, okay, which consists a pulley. Pulley means there will be one wheel, and this is the rope, and this rope is capable to, okay, lift any weight. So it has its own capacity. Okay, it has its own capacity. Remember, just try to understand. So if that weight, so for example, so engineers, mechanical engineers, they designed this, okay, crane and this rope on the based on some circumstances. Okay, some, okay, circumstances, some restrictions. Means, remember, this rope also, which has certain material, they selected some material. Okay, it has its own Young's modulus. Okay, it has its own thickness, it has its own, okay, diameter, it has its own radius. All this comes, isn't it? So remember, students, why they gave this, all these things. What happens? See, for example, this crane is capable to lift 1 ton, up to 1 ton. Okay, suppose if I want to lift, okay, I don't know the capacity of this. Okay, unknownly, what will happen if I put 2 ton here? If I put 2 ton instead of 1 ton, if I put here 2 ton, what will happens? What will happens in this case? Yeah, good, Anirudh. What will happen? Of course, what will happen? It is our common sense. So it means without, it means beyond. If I applied a load on any material, it will get fractured. It may break. Yeah, yeah. It means students, remember. So while constructing this rope, okay, while constructing this rope, they will not use, okay, a single, okay, a single thread or single what combination. They will use, okay, same material in bulky like this. So for example, it looks like, okay, small. If they joint and they will wound together. So then it becomes what? A heavy. So like this. Okay. So this rope will consist of many, okay, small, okay. What? It may be iron, it may be steel, okay. So many blended will be there, okay. They will wound on each other. So for example, like this, they will wound. So it means, so together it is very strong. As we know one, okay, one story. If you own alone, if you are alone, if you want to fight with somebody, then your strength is not enough. Then if you go with your friends, okay, okay, now you are 5 members. Now you can handle any situations in the same way, students. In the same way, a single rope can't, okay, okay, lift that much of weight. Okay, so to get a smooth work as well as for a long time. So for example, if I adopt one machine or if I purchase one machine, means what is our thinking? Yeah, so that is for lifetime, my investment, right? Lifetime investment, that is, it has to lift any type of, okay, weight. So for that purpose, so what they do is they will, okay, use this type of thick rope which has certain radius, which has certain diameter. A thick rope they will use to avoid the breaking. And also remember, students, so thick, not only thick, it's, okay, Young's modulus should be high. Why? Because easily it will not breaks. You are getting my point, right? You are getting my point, right? It should be very thick, and what, its Young's modulus should be what? High. Then only, okay, we can lift any type of weight. But students, remember, we can use this phenomenon, okay. So this is for crane. Next one I will tell you, okay, I will tell you. So in your book they mentioned how to calculate the radius or the thickness or diameter of any rope by using simple technique. What is that technique? What it tells? What is that? What is that? So as we know, F by A. Stress is nothing but what? F by A. F is nothing but force. Which force that is? Force is nothing but here load. Load M into G. Okay, stress, that is the, which stress that is? You already know. So for example, okay, here which stress comes here? So elongation means which stress comes? Anybody? Yes, good, Shravan. Longitudinal stress. A means area, so pi r square. So I want here r. You can calculate by using this formula. It is there in your book. Just go through that. Okay, I'm not doing all those things. I will give you example. That's it. Okay, not only this, you just take lift. Here also we are using same phenomenon. What is that phenomenon? So for example, you just tell me, in a lift what will happens? In a lift, only 6% can, okay, enter at a time, isn't it? There will be some restriction. Only 6%, not more than 6%. Why? Anybody? Why this restriction comes here? Why it is? Anybody? If more than 6% enters, then what will happen? Yeah, yeah, due to heavy load it may break, so damages will be more. So that whatever thread, whatever rope we are using, that will be connected to motor, right? So what we using here, okay, that rope may get break. So beyond elastic limit, what will happen? The material will start to break. Remember. So that's why students, so in lift, okay, they only restricted up to 6 members. Okay, but you can enter more than 6 members only when your material, when your rope is capable to, okay, lift that much of weight, then it is possible. You may question, sir, why it is only 6%? So until now, okay, this rope are designed only for 6 members. They can carry up to that much weight only, not more than that. But okay, so now technology is, okay, going on. Okay, so daily that is changing, means so in upcoming days, so it may change. Okay, so capacity may be increase, whatever, but the only thing is it depends on material as well as Young's modulus. I hope you got my point, what I'm telling, isn't it? Is it clear, students? Is it clear? Okay. Now, students, one more very interesting things. Okay. Another one. So see, already a time is nearer to 40 minutes. So once it log out means just log in once again. Okay, students. Again and again, I'm telling. If it log outs means you just log in once again immediately. Okay. Okay. 1 hour class na. Yeah. Okay. You just log in once again. Okay. I think 2 to 3 minutes remains, I think. So I received one message here. Okay. Yeah. So see, let us consider in bridge. Okay. So what is that? In bridge, the bending of, or we can say depression in the loaded, okay, beam, we can say. So means beam is required to construct any building, okay, or bridges, whatever it may be. Okay, so for example, let us consider one beam is there. Just try to understand. One beam is there. Okay, it has its own, okay, breadth and thickness. B means, okay, this is the breadth. Okay, so if I, okay, if I applied load at this end, if I applied a load, heavy load, if I applied here, then what will happen to this beam? Just tell me. Heavy load if I apply, yes, exactly what will happen, Ganirut? It will start to bend. Remember, students, it will start to bend. Yes. Yeah, correct. It means it looks like, let me to take one more ink. Okay. So it start to bend like this. See? See, students, why it happens? Can anyone tell me why it happens? Yeah, tangential stress, we can say. Yeah, good. Any other answers other than this? Why it happens, students? So this is nothing but depression. This portion is nothing but depression. How we can overcome from this depression? How can I reduce this depression? Anybody? Yeah, good. Adarsh. Yes. It means if I applied, okay, if I applied more weight or more load than that of, okay, this capacity, then of course, common sense, what will happen? So it will start to bend. So for example, so that's why students remember, so tall buildings, okay, or bridges, while constructing that, okay, that much of, okay, length, okay, so then what will happen? Okay, they will put, okay, they will put steel rod instead of iron. Why steel rod instead of, okay, iron? They will use steel rod. Why it is? Why it is? Anybody getting? Yeah, good. Why? Because so this is high Young's modulus. Then question may arise, yeah, if it is high Young's modulus, then what will happen? What will happen? Yeah, if I took steel instead of up, okay, then what will happens? Then what? Yeah, that is, it means it has high Young's modulus, means it can tolerate that much of load. It can tolerate what? That much of load for a long time. Isn't it? It can survive for a long time. Okay, it cannot gets depressed like this. So that's why students, the reason behind this one is we have to use what? Okay, steel instead of, okay, iron. But normally to reduce the cost in building, okay, depending upon our requirement, depending upon, okay, number of, okay, floor, so we are using, okay, simply what? Iron rod. But that depends on what? How much weight we are putting. So that all our calculation, okay, civil engineers, okay, they will make all these things. But remember, here one very important formula is there: depression in beam. So that formula is delta, which is equal to w l cube divided by 4 yb d cube. So remember students, don't ask how it comes. Why? Because it is there in BSc. It comes in BSc. Don't worry about this one. You just remember blindly this formula. That's enough. Here delta means depression, W means weight. It is nothing but M into G. We can write W is equal to M into G. L means length of this. Okay, then Y means Young's modulus, B means breadth, D means, okay, depth of the, okay, pillar, depth of the pillar. Let's see one by one, let me to take. Okay, so see, first one, let me to relate W. So now here W is not change, it means it is a constant load. It will not change again and again. Okay, so it is a constant part. If I put means, so delta is directly proportional to L cube and inversely proportional to 4 also constant part value, that is, so Y means Young's modulus. Yes, students, join fast. Please join fast. Make it fast, make it fast. Don't waste my time. I want to, okay, explain few more things. Make it fast, make it fast. Yeah, students, all came. I think only 28 members came. Just make it fast. Yeah. Okay. Shall I continue? Okay. Students, remember, in this particular case, I have to relate each and every term now. First, let me to relate. Okay. First, let me to relate delta is directly proportional to L cube. What is the meaning of this? Just try to understand what I told. Depression in the loaded beam. So for example, if I build one beam here like this with the help of some support pillar, I have to use here. Okay, without pillar it collapse, right? So just try to understand. Okay. Okay. Yeah, good. Someone telling, yeah, good. See, delta is directly proportional to L cube, means when this length is goes on increases. Okay, when this length is goes on increases, what will be the depression? Depression will be more and more. See, now depression comes in this way. Depression comes in this way. So as you increase the length, remember, just try to understand. I rubbed this. Okay, let me to write once again. Okay. Okay. See, same thing if I took for this length. See, now length is goes on increases. What will be the depression? Depression also, okay, more and more. So that is the case. I hope you understood all, right? Is it clear, students? And now tell me how to reduce depression in the loaded bin. Just tell me. You have to tell me why, because W yeah, delta, which is equal to W divided by 4. Okay, so then what you will get? Y B dq, right? This is the formula what I written, isn't it? Yes, tell me now. Yeah, it means see, students, in our common sense we can say we can reduce depression only when one way is I have to construct a pillar like this, isn't it? Then what will happen? Length reduces here. What will be the, if length reduces means what will happen? Yeah, length reduces means of course depression also reduces. In the same way, if I give one more support here in between these two pillars, again see, this is the length, depression is goes on decreases. Same thing happens when lengthy, remember, when a lengthy bridge is there. So for example in Honavar it is there. Okay, so lengthy bridge is there in Uttar Kannada, or you can take Karwar bridge also. You just see that, okay, bridge and there, okay, construction work. So pillars are very close to each other, some, okay, so they are equally distributed to avoid all this depression. I hope you remember the relation between delta and L. Is it clear, students? Okay, now let me to take one more. What is that? This is over. Now y, delta is inversely proportional to y. Anybody, can you tell me what is the meaning of this? When Young's modulus is less, depression will be more, and when Young's modulus is more, depression is less. Is it clear? Is it clear, students? Yeah. So that's why I told, okay, in previous video, what is that? Yeah, to avoid this depression, to, okay, less, to get less depression, I have to use which material? I have to use high Young's modulus, okay? I have to use high Young's modulus material like steel. I have to use to construct these bridges to avoid, okay, less depression. If you are using high Young's modulus value, why? Because steel has high Young's modulus, okay, so that's why depression you will get less. So lifetime will be more. I hope you remember this. Next one, B, breadth. What is the relation? Delta is inversely proportional to B. Same thing. Anybody, can you tell me what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? Yeah, good, very good, very good, very good. Yeah, good. It means you are following what I'm telling, right? It means, remember, when this breadth, remember students, when this breadth is very small, okay, when this breadth is very less, then the depression will be more. See, if I make thick beam like this with the same length, then this breadth itself is a, okay, if breadth is more, then you can write the equation in this way. Can I write like this way? Isn't it? So this one decreases. If it increase means depression will goes on decreases. I hope you understood, Shilpa. Yeah, good, good. Okay, is it clear? Students, is it clear? Is it clear? Okay. Then one more. Now, this is very important, student. Just you have to understand the situation, what is going on our surroundings. So remember, depression and okay, D means what? Depth of the pillar or column, you can say. So remember students, when a lengthy bridges they construct, yes, of course they will use high Young's modulus material, all those things, fine. Okay, then a thickness will be more to avoid depression, all things are okay. Okay, but one more we have to consider, what is that? The depth of the pillars. So for example, in metro in Bangalore, okay, yeah, good, what is that? Yeah, in metro what will happens, they will dig the, okay, okay, they will put this pillar deep to ground. So not only at the surface level, okay, so they will dig the, okay, some feet below. Why it is like this? Why it is? So let me to write here. So let me to tell some difference. So for example, let me to construct two type of, okay, bridges. Now tell me what will happens, okay, what will happens in this case? Is there any difference? Okay, is there any difference? Okay, this is the ground level. So this is the ground level, this much I dig this, okay, okay, but here this is the, okay, ground level. Now tell me, is there any difference? Yeah, good. See, so this is the first figure, this is the second figure. You just tell me in which diagram depression will be more, or in which diagram, which figure will gives you, okay, yeah, good, which is long time here, which we can use for long time? Second one. Why? Because students, why? Because this one gives you a more strength, it will gives you more support for this particular bridge or beam, it will gives you a less support. So that's why while constructing any buildings or, okay, any home, whatever it may be, okay, so they will plan properly how much, okay, how much you want, how much floor you want. So depending upon that, okay, they will decide, okay, at what depth they have to, okay, build. Okay, these all are calculation, nothing is there calculation. Remember, if you remember that a single equation, you can calculate anything, you can calculate anything. Huh. I will give you one more very interesting thing. What is that? See, you can see in your daily life many types of what pillars. So let us consider in this way. So this is the one thing, this is the another thing, okay, this is the another type of pillar, okay, isn't it? And one more is in a temple, you can see, you can see these type of, okay, pillars, isn't it? In temple or in old house, you can see this type of, okay, pillars. So can you imagine, can you distinguish between these three? So in all, condition will be different here. We are using different pillars for different condition, different environment, depending upon our requirement, depending upon situation, depending upon condition, we are using what? These type of pillars. Why? My question is, you already seen a metro, okay, how they are constructed, that all bridges, okay, metro pillars you already seen, I think, isn't it? Why they, you just think, you just aware of these things, okay, so why they constructing like this? Why it is necessary? They can construct like this only, right? Why they constructed like this? Why they constructed in the form of I shape? See, sometimes they will construct in the form of I shape. Why it is? Why it is? Good, Prithvi. What will happen? So students, remember, once I use instead of this is simple pillar. Okay, this is okay a rectangle shape or cylindrical shape it may be. Okay, okay, this is simple pillar. Instead of this, if I use the students, okay, this type of pillar, okay, this type of pillar, just try to understand. Okay, now what will happens to this? Yeah, is there any difference you found? Yeah, good, Shilpa. Remember students, in first case what will happen, whatever load you are putting, so that will comes on this pillar. Sometimes what will happen, so due to heavy load, okay, due to heavy load it may break, cracks comes. Yeah, good, crack comes. So we already know pressure is nothing but F by A. Means when area is more, pressure will be what? Less. See here, this is the area here. What is the area here? Which is more? Area. Yeah, good, Anirudh. This is okay. More surface area, this is less surface area, so that's why here pressure will be less, here pressure will be more. Due to this high pressure, cracks comes, it may get damaged. But if you use these things, means the pressure will be less, so what will happen, this is lifetime investment, isn't it? So that's why students, they use these things. Not only this, not only this, and one more very important, very interesting thing is that in this case, remember in tall buildings or bridges or metro, they will use hollow, okay, column, hollow column instead of solid. So for example, hollow means this is okay filled, and this is hollow, this part is hollow, this is empty part, this is empty part. Okay, this is hollow, but all this, so let us consider in this way. Okay, this is empty part. Why they constructed like this? Okay, so this is empty part, nothing is there. Why it is? So if I put here bridge some load, okay, then what will happen students? Remember, okay, due to heavy load, vibrations will create inside the, okay, column. Okay, due to heavy weight, what will happen sometimes in metro, or it may be in bridges, due to heavy load, due to floating of, okay, traffic, heavy traffic, what will happen, so vibration will create inside the column. So if you make this as a hollow, then what will happen, whatever vibration comes, whatever vibration comes, that one will be easily, okay, come towards ground, and it will goes, okay, into the ground only. It will not affects, yeah, it will not affects at all. Okay, so this is now safe. Now our bridge, our buildings is safe. Okay, this is safe now. Okay, it is a good absorber vibration, it absorbs all vibrations and it will send to towards the ground. Remember, so that's why, okay, so this technology nowadays they are using. Just remember students, these all are very interesting thing. Okay, this point is not included in your book, they already this given at the surface level, but think logically, you will get many points. Okay, you will get many points students. I hope you all understood these points, right? I will give you in brief in notes. Okay, don't worry. I hope you understood, right? Is it okay, students? Is it okay? Yes. So that's a complete your mechanical properties of solids. Okay, mechanical properties of solid, that is complete. Just try to Okay, read once, just refresh. I will give you important question and I will upload, not if possible I will upload today or okay tomorrow. Okay, yeah, I will give you notes also, Teja, don't worry. Okay, don't worry, I will give you notes also and important questions also. Okay, don't worry. Okay, okay, whatever points you written, okay, what you written, key points, that is enough to okay revise once. Okay, I will give you in detail, I will give you. Okay, yes, have a nice day. Thank you.